Welcome back to Let's Play Yellow Avenger. So, I've looked at a guide and I got a comment about this, about what it is I've been missing, and it sounds to me like I'm probably missing something really obvious. It's kind of weird to me. So I don't see what it is that I am missing. Definitely can't go past this here. So I have a guide open. Well, kind of open. It's not on top right now, so I can actually read it. But it said that the easiest way to get to where you need to be is by coming here through... coming into this area from downtown, which will put you where you need to be to begin with. Kind of. So we'll see how much that helps if I do that. It's interesting how they made enemies more difficult. Hey, can you? Nope, not like that. Oh, come, how? Really, game? That was a little dumb. Okay. I could, in theory... Well, no, I don't need a water bottle here. Okay. That's downtown up there. That's approximately where I needed to be. Had I never been over here? I figured I would have been. I thought I'd explored everything there is to see here. Could be wrong. But what's really throwing me off then is that there was a sign that said, hey, boarding school this way, except I couldn't actually go to the boarding school that way. Because there's just a giant wall. It's not like this is where I needed to be. Yeah, I don't remember having ever seen this sign. Or if I did, I just forgot about it entirely. Okay. Sorry for damage boosting, that's a little annoying, that thing there. What? Okay. Speaking of annoying, that platform was almost entirely stopped while I landed on it. You could not... A little silly, but okay. Don't know where I'm going to use this, so let's see if we can manage to not waste all of our time. Let's see. Oh, there's another water ball here. I'm using all those already, great. Interesting, you can move while you're doing the input there. Huh? What's interesting is... Did I close the gate back again or something? I don't know why I would want to do that. Why would I do that? Okay. Anyways, that's how I get up here. That was a combination of me not doing what I was supposed to be doing, that being exploring thoroughly, despite having thought I did. Hello? There we go. And at the same time, the sign pointed me to a dead end in kind of a frustrating way. Here we are, though. Like I've been talking about from the beginning, though, I think this game's layout is a little hard to follow. That's my excuse. But oh well. Why is everyone running on this chess course? Like, I get being chased around by the bubbles and whatnot. This is a little ridiculous. Okay, that's not working. It was almost working. Can you get out of the way? This is actually a platform? Okay. It's a little thin to be a platform, but fine. It's feeling a little forced how we keep running the people just all over these places though. Why can't we actually just find small red bubbles that are, oops, okay, that pushed me off the side. Why can't we find any enemies that are just small red bubbles? Also, why can't I stand on that? I just slide off of it. But why can't we find any enemies or anywhere that are just small red bubbles instead of people being chased by bubbles that somehow are able to hurt us. I think that would make a lot more sense. The eels make sense, I guess. Can you not... You guys are a proper nuisance. Jeez. I might also just be complaining about having all these enemies be the same every single time, since I find lots of their behaviors kind of annoying to begin with. And Granny just ran down into those spikes. Good job. Good job helping Spongebob. I have a suspicion that we're just going to end up dying here, but let's get as far as we can anyways, I guess. Birch bookends. Alright. Come on now. Can I actually go down here? No, do I need to angle my water? Whoops. That's not a water bottle. Or do I need to do something else? I think I can throw it down there. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's make a plan of action here. Preferably without dying. I was trying to get rid of him so I wouldn't do that, but okay. Take two. And all enemies respawn too. I just don't have any extra health to work with here. It's kind of weird how little health this game gives you to work with, not just in terms of hits, but in terms of not really giving you opportunities to refill that health very often. That's a really annoying hitbox that thing has. Not being able to stand on it for no apparent reason. You'd think you'd be more likely to be able to stand on the signal itself than just the sign that's sticking out of it. Looks totally flat. All the signals actually also looking totally flat too. But you can at least imagine that it's not completely flat. What? And then things like that happen too. Come on. Well, okay, the momentum in this game is a little weird. Yeah, you have a lot more momentum than I figured you would. It's a little hard to turn around in the air. You also have a tendency in this game to get stuck on the corners of things. And you can deal damage to enemies while getting hurt at the same time. Great. Get out of my way. Also, you don't jump very far sometimes. All of a sudden, this game's platforming is really bugging me. Here we go. I guess I just did a double jump way too early that first time. Still does bug me that I feel like I frequently... Okay. Getting caught on the corners of platforms, though, it does feel like a recurring theme that should not be recurring, though. Because way too often do I try to jump on something and I just get caught on its corner. It's for some reason I can't stand on the corners. I feel like that's one of the little like hidden anti-frustration features of platforming that you need to add. The same way that in lots of games it's pre-standard for you to be able to jump for a moment after you leave a platform and you're no longer on solid ground, which Bikini Bottom did quite well, I might add, even a little bit too well perhaps. This game doesn't have that, which I don't usually notice, but still. But similarly, if you just barely land on a platform, you should be able to either just stand on the edge of it, or, failing that, be able to grab the ledge. Because otherwise you have what's happening in this game where you get stuck on a corner sometimes, like... like that. Where you see that I get close enough to it to kind of hang on it for a second, but I can't actually stay on it. And you'll see how I bounce off to the side sometimes too by jumping underneath it. I think what happens is two separate issues in this game. One, not having those things I was talking about, those little anti-frustration features, but at the same time, look man, this is a timed ordeal. I don't have time to try to time dodging an eel. But the second thing is, Spongebob's collision box, I feel, is very obviously a circle. Which I think is one of the causes of frustration when trying to jump on enemies. And that not working the way you'd expect, because you try to jump on an enemy with Spongebob, a square-looking object, or at least rectangular, rather, looking object. And your collisions with enemies, well, not are circular and whoops, good. That's confusing the triggers. But your collisions are circular, so it doesn't sync up very well to what you actually see on screen. And mismatches between what you see and what actually happens are very bad with collisions. You don't want that happening. I hate how you aim this water ball, by the way. That's also a really annoying thing, too. That might be a little bit less annoying on the DS version, I don't know. Because it feels like it was definitely not made for how this game's controls work. But not only are your collisions circular, but on top of that, you can bounce off of things. Which could sound like it makes sense, except when your collisions are circular, and you can bounce off of things, that means if you hit something, you'll bounce off at some oblique angle. Which can be incredibly annoying in some cases, where you unexpectedly bounce at, I'm just assuming I had to hit that thing, some angle away from whatever you want to be interacting with. For instance, so if I'm down here, I jump. Ooh, I do have momentum, that's nice. You actually keep moving if the platform is moving with you. Like that. Which makes it a little bit hard to prove what I'm talking about right now, actually. Like that. See how I bounce off to the side? That actually looked kind of cool. I did there, that was kind of a weird trajectory I had. It would help a lot if I could see the thing I need to avoid off screen for this jump. Excuse me. Okay. That didn't really help me much. There we go. You can jump up. What's the point of this guy over here to begin with? Nothing, I guess? The camera does quickly move down or up if you hold up or down, which is nice. Lots of games make you hold up or down for like a few whole seconds for the camera to move, which is really annoying. Thank you, bus. Why do I need to go through the test course to even get here? I'm kind of inclined to explore a little bit, admittedly. Although perhaps I shouldn't because I just end up wasting time. Come on now. Oh, why did I have to expect that to happen? I need to be near this thing to be able to bounce up here. Making a platforming element that I need suddenly, without warning, start hurting me is not good. Anyways. I imagine I'll just have to go over there for something else later, so I should probably stick around here for the time being. So I have something to do with Mrs. Buff. There's a road that's going on top of that hill! Okay. Ooh. Get around here, run around here. I used to be able to do that. So I guess we need super strength to put the block over here and get on top. Kind of weird there's a road on top of another road. You'd think that'd be some kind of safety violation. Anyways. School! Next time, next episode. Bye everyone.